Good morning, everyone. I am James Quijada, a BS Ed Science student. In this discipline, the Earth Science, we will be discussing about the Jovian planets. But before that, we will have a recapitulation from our previous topics. Previously, we have discussed about the solar system, how it was formed 4.5 billions of years ago. It was through the interstellar gas of dust and cloud collapse to forming a solar nebula, the origin of our solar system. Moreover, we have also discussed about the major components of the solar system, including the host star, the sun, and the four terrestrial planets revolving around it. This includes the Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Today, our main objectives is to learn what lies beyond the terrestrial planets and what are the unique features of the Jovian planets.
The terrestrial planet Mars and the Jovian planet Jupiter were divided by the main asteroid belt, or simply known as asteroid belt, a disk of irregularly shaped rocky materials. The Jovian planets, however, are divided into two: the gas giant planets, which are the Jupiter and the Saturn, and the ice giant planets, which are the Uranus and Neptune. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun. It is known as the biggest planet in our solar system and has the most number of moons than any other planets, considering 66 moons. Ganymede is the largest moon of Jupiter. It has more than twice as massive than the other planets of our solar system combined. The giant planet's great red spot is a centuries-old storm bigger than Earth. Jupiter revolves around the Sun for 11.9 years. Saturn is the sixth planet in our solar system. It is known as the perfect ringed planet. It is adorned with a dazzling complex system of icy rings, considering it as the most unique in our solar system. The other giant planets have rings, but none are spectacular as Saturn's. Saturn has 57 identified moons and some irregular moons, completing the 62 total moons. It has the second largest moon in the solar system, called Titan. It completes its revolution for 29.5 years. Uranus is the seventh planet and is one of the ice giant planets in our solar system. It is known as the coldest planetary atmosphere in the entire solar system due to its icy composition. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun that is nearly 90-degree tilt angle from the plane of its orbit. This unique tilt makes the Uranus appear to spin on its side. Uranus is the first planet to be discovered by telescope. It has a total number of 27 moons. It can complete its revolution around the Sun for 84 years. Neptune is the eighth and the most distant major planet orbiting the Sun. It is known as the coldest planet in our solar system due to its distance from the Sun. It is dark, cold, and whipped by supersonic waves. It was the first planet located through mathematical calculations. The methane found in its atmosphere absorbs red light, which makes the planet appears to be deep blue. It is the most dense giant planet in the entire solar system. It has 13 distinguished moons, including its largest moon, Triton. It revolves for 164.8 years. Meanwhile, what is Pluto? Pluto is considered as one of the dwarf planets that lies in the Kuiper Belt in the solar system, having a distance of only 2,371 kilometers. It is considered a minor planet, the first and the largest object in the Kuiper Belt, a ring of bodies beyond the orbit of Neptune, which composed of icy materials and is known as the origin of comets. Thus, Pluto is made up of ice and rock, and is relatively small, like 1/6 mass of the moon. It is known as a dwarf planet with surprisingly 5 known moons: the Charon, Styx, Nix, Kerberos, and Hydra. The key difference between the planets and the dwarf planets is the kinds of objects that share its orbit around the Sun. There are likely thousands of dwarf planets waiting to be discovered beyond Neptune. The 5 best-known dwarf planets are Pluto, Makemake, Haumea, and Eris, which are located in the Kuiper Belt, and Ceres, that lies in the main asteroid belt. Dwarf planets are considered planet because they are massive, round, and orbits the Sun, but they do not clear their orbital path. So that ends our discussion about the solar system. Indeed, for most of history, humanity did not recognize or understand the concept of solar system, and believed that the Earth is stationary at the center of the universe. Although the Greek philosopher Aristarchus of Samos has speculated on a heliocentric or the sun-centered recording of the universe, it was Nicolaus Copernicus who was the first one to develop the heliocentric model system, or the solar system. Thank you.